Welcome to the podcast. Today we are drinking some Provence Rooibos.
Yes,
is that correct? This is the classic everyday tea of my in-laws.
My parents. Here comes Esther. She saw it start.
She has some fun hair today. Can you say tea with the Beavers?
Tea with the Beavers.
Drink tea and don't spill it.
This year, don't pair.
Good job. Go watch your show. Like she said, this is Tea with the Beavers, podcast where we drink tea and don't spill it.
Yes.
But today we are kind of spilling tea a little bit.
Well, we're giving parent advice.
Yes.
But
we thought it would be fun to go on Reddit and look at parent advice or r/ask parents, where people can submit their questions they have about parenting.
And because we have an abundance of parental wisdom.
Mm-hmm. We've got
all of 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Yeah, that's right. We are
basically pros.
Founts of wisdom and knowledge and good advice.
Yep. So we're going to answer all the questions. So we're going to
answer
and be just
questions.
Right, of course, with all of them.
This tea is very tasty.
It is. Yeah.
I like it. It's classic.
It is. This is my parents' favorite tea. They drink it every single night.
They do.
So.
At least every night that I've seen, anyway.
Yeah. They might skip some, but,
Do we want to go right into this?
Sure. Why not?
Tea with the Beavers, where we get right to the point and
talk about never ramble.
Never ramble.
Never rabbit trail.
Non-rabbit trailians.
And always stick right to the point.
That's correct. We're not about rabbit trails.
We're not about that life.
We're not about that life. All right. First question we've got. Now, I went through and sorted these by the most controversial of all time. And so this is going to be some
juicy.
We'll see. I had to pick and choose some that were safer.
Yeah, there's some weird ones out there, of course.
There's some bad
it's Reddit.
ones. Yeah, it's the internet. But specially curated for our sweet little
innocent
beaver ears.
Yes.
First question. This was 3 years ago. User asks, would you support a restaurant that prohibited children even if you didn't have children with you at the time? So they put a specific restaurant that they went to in Monterey, California, and they have a specific children's policy that seems to them very family negative and discriminatory. They also add an edit in there that says, if you're good with this policy, how do you feel if it differs from the restaurant owners excluding other groups like Black or elderly or young people whose admission to the owners might distract their preferred patrons from their dining experience?
That is controversial, because I was like, at first glance, when I saw the question, I was like, well, it's the restaurant's prerogative. If you don't want to support them, just don't go.
Right. Yeah. It's not like a necessary thing. You have to go out to eat at this one specific restaurant.
Because there are family-friendly restaurants. That's a whole thing.
Right. Yeah. Ones that have, the carriages and the toys, and the
children's menus,
the crayons. Yes.
Yeah.
We went to the family pancake house here in
Port
Orchard.
So good.
Oh, so good.
So much nostalgia, because my grandparents took me there when I was littler.
Yeah.
Me and the rest of my family as well.
But anyway, what do you think about that question? So I tend to think that a lot of that is, as far as kids go, they can say that they don't want kids there, or they can be very welcoming. I don't think that that's much of an issue. Like you were saying,
obviously, it would become an issue if it was like excluding specific races or people groups.
That's a much grander scale.
That's like so much. That's different. I feel like than just chill. I mean,
at the
I
same
don't
time,
like
I wouldn't take a toddler to a 3-star Michelin restaurant, like you were saying.
But listen,
right?
I wouldn't take a toddler to a China shop either.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we know how that goes.
No, we don't.
No. We're good parents. We don't take our kids places like that.
But like, for example, okay, so we like to go antique shopping.
We do. We haven't done it in a
And
long time. Because we're
antique
parents.
shops are...
Full of
I'll be there in a
antiques.
second. Hold on. I'm telling a story. Antique shops are known for having little tiny things, lots of
Different
temptations
baubles
for
and
toddlers and
wrinkles.
babies. And like, we do take our kids in there, but it the whole time turns into, don't touch that, let's come over here, you know. And so I feel like if antique shops were like, hey, we don't want kids in our shops, I would be like, no, that makes sense. You know?
Yeah. It's different from having, restrictions against different races.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
elderly people. Which, I mean...
Or like veterans or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, that would be a bad one.
That would be so bad. Please.
They don't serve veterans.
That would be bad.
That would be awful.
That would be awful. So I think, in my opinion, it's fine for restaurants to have restrictions against children if it makes sense. Like if it's a 3-star Michelin star restaurant and all the food you're getting is like a teaspoon of ice cream with some fancy chocolate drizzle, no kid is going to appreciate that.
Also, why are you going there?
I know. Like, I would take McDonald's over that any day.
Yeah. Or Family Pancake House. That's
Right.
pretty
Family
great.
Pancake
That's
House.
great. If you haven't been, you should go.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
But hey, Family Pancake House, if you want to sponsor us, we would not turn it down.
Yeah, it could be Pancakes with Beavers, where we eat pancakes and
don't spill it. Yeah. But anyways, for that one, I see where they're coming from and why they would be offended. But I think it's different excluding children from a fancy restaurant or even just a restaurant that, like, you would not want to take a child with you into a bar or, I don't know.
Also, this is Monterey, California. There's plenty of places you can go to eat there.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't been there, but I would assume so because it sounds like a larger city. But yeah, there's going to be plenty of places for you to take your kids. And also, they didn't even have their kids with them, so it's a moot point.
Exactly.
They really... Okay, this might come across as harsh, but I think they shouldn't have even complained about it to begin with.
Yeah, just drumming up drama.
Yeah. But anyways, let me get my child.
We spilled the tea on that one, guys. It's great. Don't say that. We're great parents. We don't.
Where we raise children and don't drop them.
That's right. Okay.
Say hi to the people, Edward.
Do you want to just read while I'm holding it? Or do you want to hold it? Okay.
Okay. Am I wrong for expecting my parents to financially provide for my baby until I graduate college?
Yes. Continue.
I am 20 years old and am a mother to a baby girl. I'm also a college student. They don't seem to understand that it is extremely difficult for me to maintain a job since I am a full-time parent and a college student. They have been nagging me to get a job for a while, but there's no way I can work until my child is at school age and I get more free time. Getting a job isn't possible for me right now, and they don't seem to understand that I can't get a job, period. I was in all caps, so I felt like I had to say it louder. And yes, I do receive money from her dad, but her dad is also a college student and works only about 15 to 20 hours per week on campus, so there's not enough money coming in.
So yes, you're wrong for expecting anybody to give you
grandparents should not pay for your children. However, I think if they're the ones that are bugging her about getting a job, if they're not willing to put in some time with the grandkid, I don't think they should be nagging her about getting a job.
That's fair.
You know?
But it also sounds like she's kind of getting on their case for not offering more financial assistance.
Yeah.
Which Okay.
So financial
You-
here's the thing.
What I am hearing is you're a full-time student
Mhm.
and a full-time parent, but if you're a full-time parent and student at the same
You're
time,
not a full-time parent.
you're not a full-time parent.
Right. Unless for some reason your college is gracious and allows you to bring your child into
Well,
your lessons, which could be.
this
could
is
be.
this is the digital age too. You can get online courses. I mean, you graduated
Yeah.
online from college.
Yeah,
right?
although I would not recommend doing online college while being a parent. It's doable, but
Right.
like it's difficult. Also, it sounds like the dad is not a huge part of the
Right, which means
situation.
you have a little bit more foundational issues going
Yeah.
on here.
Because if you were married, it would be a little bit different because you could take shifts. You know, someone could do the college while the other person's doing a job. Sounds like the dad is actually doing a pretty decent job as far as supporting when he can. He does have a job, it sounds like.
But you should get
So-
married before you have kids.
Yeah, and maybe don't have kids if you're planning on doing hardcore college for a long time. You know what I mean? Like maybe plan that a little bit better. Or realize if you're okay with having kids that the struggles that are going to come with that.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
that's our take.
that's our take. All right. Another one. User asked.
Oh, it's my turn.
You just did the last one.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I have the
I want to turn 2.
I have the memory of a squirrel. It's fine.
Or goldfish. All right. User asks, why do parents bring their babies or toddlers on with them on vacation when it's not relaxing at all? It's a great question. I have a quick answer, but I'm going to continue first. Going on vacation with a baby or a small child is not a vacation. It's just parenting in a different location. A trip like that has no right to be called a vacation, as you're not escaping the hardships you face at home, which is parenting. The point of a true vacation is to relax and have no responsibilities whatsoever.
What kind of vacations are they going on?
If you have to be responsible for a child the entire time, then you're not nearly as relaxed and have a ton of responsibilities too.
That's true.
How is being away more relaxing and fun than just staying at home when you have a child, particularly
It's
a
not.
baby or a toddler? Babies especially hate being away from their homes, yet parents still take them out on vacations. My parents never, ever took me with them on their vacations, ever.
Oh my
They always
Lord.
left me with a babysitter or a relative.
Wow.
So
wow, there is I
there's a
think
lot to
maybe a
unpack.
little bit of childhood bitterness and trauma coming into
Maybe
this.
a little bit. So, first off,
Eh.
I believe we take our kids with us on vacation because
The vacation is for them,
The vac-
not for us.
if you get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, I take joy out of taking pictures with our kids
And
on
they're through
vacation.
their experiences and memories.
Yeah.
The thing you have to realize is once you're a parent, you don't really get to take vacations anymore. And if you do get to go on like a weekend getaway as just a couple, great. That's
Good
wonderful.
for you.
Yay.
Yeah, we
But-
almost did that once.
We almost did that once and then we didn't.
The day before we left, I was like, I cannot leave her.
Here's
Gotta
another
take her.
thing, which I don't think this person is a parent. And here's why I think that. Because as a parent, when you do go on vacation without your kids, when that does.
If you're a good parent that cares about your kids.
Right. Which even if you're not, most mothers will get mom guilt, regardless of whether they actually take care of their children or not.
Well, it's stressful. You're like, are they sleeping good? Is the babysitter
Are they
okay?
behaving?
Are they behaving?
Here's the thing. Even if because I have wonderful parents and they watch our children quite often for us.
I mean, we do live with them right now.
Yes. Well, and when we were living with your family,
That's true. They
we would
babysat a
they
lot, too.
babysat a lot also. So we have had the opportunity to go on a lot of just evening dates, like going to a
Mostly
restaurant,
shopping.
having some food,
Mostly
getting
Costco
out,
runs.
getting some groceries. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And the whole time, I'd like text like every hour, be like, "Hey, is Esther doing okay? Is Edward doing okay? Did they nap for you well? How are they doing?" And like the whole time in the back of my mind, even though I'm technically on vacation, on a date, what have you,
Yeah.
I was still worried about them and concerned about them. And
Well, like that one time we went on that day trip to see V and Isaac in concert.
yeah,
Which V and Isaac, great
highly
musician,
recommend.
highly recommend. Great guy.
Not sponsored.
He bought us avocado toast, and we had lunch with him.
Yeah.
Personally, which was great.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We had to leave our child at home.
We did,
because we knew the concert was gonna.
It was 6 hours away in Nashville, Tennessee.
It was a 4-hour drive.
Felt like 6, so I'm going to say 6.
It was a 4-hour drive there, and then we saw the concert, and then we drove another 4 hours home.
And it was like 3 in the morning when we got home.
It was late.
But the entire time, I was just like, is Esther going to be okay?
Yeah, and she was like,
leave now?
I mean, she was like,
she was a year
and maybe like a quarter or something like that. Yeah. So she was old enough to, survive without us for a while. But we were like, the whole time we were like, oh, I hope she goes to bed okay for them. And of course she was fine.
Right.
She loves her grandparents to pieces. And so she was as easy as
can be.
I was trying to say pie, and then I was like,
a peach.
I was like, that's the wrong. Anyways, okay. Yeah, she was easy as can be, and it was super. They had a great time. They like watched a movie with her or something, and then gave her a snack, a bottle, and put her to bed, and she was just happy as can be. Anyway, so she was fine, but we were stressed out thinking about her.
I think, for us, our personal experiences with being parents, like so far, I haven't been able to shut off that parent mode brain in order to
go
vacation.
100%. Yeah.
So like the last time we went on vacation was a trip down to Pigeon Forge in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. And like I was saying, the day before we left, I was, stressed out, and I was like, okay, we're going to take her with us because I want to be able to take pictures of her, and I want to make sure that, we're not being horrible parents, which I don't think we would have been for leaving her with.
But we would have felt like it.
We would have felt like it.
Yeah.
And it was really fun.
Yeah. And again, because my mom she's had 10 kids. I am one of them. And
so are you. So let's just praise the Lord.
Just kidding. Anyways, so she's had many children. And one of the things she's told me is she has to, when she goes on vacation, she just has to, in her brain, tell herself like, hey, this is not for me. This is not a vacation for me. This is a vacation for my kids, a vacation for my husband, a vacation for this, a vacation for... She has to kind of compartmentalize and not think of it as a vacation for herself.
Right.
Because then if she happens to get a lazy afternoon where she can read outside in the quiet and it feels like a genuine vacation for her, it's a happy surprise. And when, she has a screaming toddler or an angry teenager which of course we never, I was never the problem child. I was perfect.
That's not what I heard.
Anyways, so if any of that happened, it was like, oh, well, I expected this, and so it's not like, it wasn't like the opposite where, she would expect constant serenity. And then if any little hiccup came in, it'd be like, oh, my vacation, how dare it,
Yeah. Parents these days. It's a good thing we're here.
That's why I'm thinking. I don't think this person is a parent. I think they're asking, and especially the way they ended the question with being like, "Well, my parents never took me on their vacation." I was like, I think maybe they're just angry at their parents and want to get some kind of like.
They want to get buttered up by the random people in the comments.
Yeah, they want to. What is that word?
I don't know.
There's a word for it. They wanted
Leave
to
it in the
have.
comments below.
They wanted to be like not affirmed.
Reaffirmed?
No, it's like when you seek
Encouraged?
affirmation from people, but there's a different word. Anyways, whatever. It's not important.
They want their beliefs to be right, and so they want public opinion to sway in their favor.
Yes, but a more concise word for that. But yes, that's what I'm saying. Trying to say.
Okay, your turn.
All right.
It's a good thing we're here to give everybody the best parenting advice.
Speaking of vacationing without your children, is it irresponsible to leave the house once your child is asleep? Hello.
Yes.
I know it is not okay to leave your child alone when he is asleep, but I don't get why. What could happen to a toddler in his bed? Either we are there or we aren't. I'm really wondering. Thanks for your answers.
So I read a couple of the comments on this one because it was really funny. And the top comment was, just going to say this with as much
grace
as possible. But to get the answer to this question, you just think.
That's you.
Just use your brain. Like, what could possibly happen while you're away from home that might injure or kill or, all sorts of stuff could happen while you're gone.
There's a bright light.
I tried to fix it and I couldn't get it.
It's okay. So I'll just lean back now it's in Edward's eyes.
He's fine. And so don't leave the house without.
Well, okay. Here's what I would say. It depends on what you're meaning by leaving the house.
Yeah.
Like,
are you going out for a drink with the boys?
Yeah, is it like a run to the grocery store? Or are you talking about walking out to the mailbox and back? Because I think those are two very different things.
That's true.
Because baby monitors are a thing.
Yeah. Granted, ours doesn't work that well, but
within your power, if you can make sure your child is, laying on their bed, their blankets and stuffies aren't within suffocating range, maybe it's a older child, like 3 or 4, and they have a book they're looking at or something. And you could step outside on your porch and have a hot cup of coffee in the peaceful
or tea.
Yeah, or tea in the peaceful
listen to your
breeze
podcast
or whatever. It's there's that.
You could listen to your favorite podcast too,
which I think is different than leaving your child for extended periods of time where you don't know actually how long it's gonna take you to get back.
Right. Yeah.
So
it's a big caveat there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think this person is a parent.
It doesn't sound like it. Either
I think they're just curious.
They're not a parent, or they are
a new parent.
Yeah. And they haven't learned much from life.
Yeah.
Or
which is fine. I mean, at least they're asking. They're not just leaving their child alone and expecting it to be fine.
Better to find out now than when you're, 3 bus rides away from your child.
I can kind of understand the whole my kid's gonna either sleep and survive or not if I'm in the house or out of it. That sort of a because SIDS is a thing.
Yeah.
Where and it's sad to talk about, but babies will die in their sleep or something, and it's even if the parent was inches from their bed or feet from their bed or in the same room or in the next room, there's nothing they could do about it.
That's true.
So yeah. But I would say, when in doubt, have a babysitter there or someone who can at least listen, or if you're outside of the house for a few minutes, bring a baby monitor. That's why they're a thing.
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
They're really not.
All right, here we go. This one is an honest person. It says, well, it already says they're not a parent.
Okay.
Let's see here. How do you deal with the guilt of bringing children into this world?
Whew. Okay.
I'm not a parent, but it's always been my dream to be one. But with our planet dying and the way people across our entire planet behave, I feel it's too selfish to become a parent. I know becoming a parent is inherently selfish.
Oh boy.
But I feel bringing a kid into this world is just downright cruel now. I've conceded on maybe adopting one day, but I'm still afraid I'll either live with the guilt of putting some innocent child through our world or the guilt of never achieving the one dream I had in life of being a parent. I just want to
Wow.
understand how you guys live with the feeling.
Whew. That's a
First off,
doozy.
I don't feel any guilt for having kids.
Well, okay. So I think as Christians, we have a little bit of a different perspective
That's
because we are bringing the next generation of evangelists and pastors and teachers and encouragers and congregants into the world. So we're like, well, of course that makes sense that we need to help do this,
right.
you know, because if not us, who?
Mhm.
And so
If
it's a
not
little
now,
bit different.
when?
If it's, I feel like it's a little bit different for us as
Right.
coming from a Christian perspective
We
for
know where
that.
we came from and we know where we're going.
And we also know God isn't going to let the earth die. He's just not. He'll come back first.
Decides. Anyway,
You know?
not with the flood anyway.
Right. Well, yes. So he's not gonna destroy the earth until the end times. And at that point, we'll all be up in heaven. Hopefully, along with our children.
We'll see. It'll all pan out.
So that's not something we really have to worry about. Of course, we need to steward the creation as best as we can and be mindful of that as we live our day-to-day life.
Well, and I think this question really shows a lot about, you know, how lost people, how their outlook on the world is.
It's really sad and depressing,
really
actually.
Sad and scary and depressing, and I don't know, that's tough.
And like I can see why people who are just purely thinking of it as I'm going to be bringing children into this world and they're going to have to deal with the horrors that are going on around us. And it's like, well, yes, but also our parents had to deal with that too. Like in their eyes, these days were going to be horrible.
I mean,
and
Y2K.
yeah. And it's like, we're doing, I mean, not maybe the greatest, but we're doing fine. We're living. We're, you know, we have a happy family with 2 kids, and
every generation has its crises, and the world's gonna end. And
I mean,
all this
here's
stuff.
the thing:
like,
we don't have World War II going on right now. We don't have.
Don't speak World War III into existence on the podcast.
Yeah,
might make the CIA.
But it's like we're
interested.
not. Every generation is going to have issues. And that's just how it is. And hopefully, the children we bring into this world will aid in the recovery of whatever is going wrong in our world today, be it just like us raising our kids to be the best humans they can be.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it. So I guess that's my opinion, is like we shouldn't be scared of the world that we're bringing our children into. We should prepare our children for it, raise them in a way where they can take the challenges and the scariness and the horrors of the world that we live in, and hopefully make it a better place.
Yeah. And I mean, one of the questions, I have a coworker who has asked me this a couple of times, like, and I think it kind of ties into this. It's not quite the same, but it's like, what would you do if your child grew up and decided to not be a Christian? Which is one of those parenting questions that
we hope we never have to answer.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, well, with a lot of other choices that they might make, what else am I to do? They are of myself. By God,
we'll love them and pray for them.
And other than that, what is there to do?
Yeah.
Hating them and disowning them isn't going to help them see the light and come to Jesus, right?
No. And actually, I feel like it's kind of a what would Jesus do sort of a situation, because what has God done for the many, many people who have rejected him in this world?
He weeps.
He weeps for them. But he still loves them.
He gave the Bible. Tell us where we're
And
failing.
he has
Gave his son.
and he has Christians to spread his word.
Hopefully they're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, yeah.
So it's like
Whole other thing.
the only thing we can do is what God would do is just to still love them, not encourage them
Right.
in
That falls down
not
different.
talking, in not living their life as God would want them to, but we would still love them and pray for them and hopefully be a example
Yeah.
in leading them back if they hopefully decide to do that.
Yeah, anyway.
But
moving on.
Speaking of rabbit trails that we never go down.
Here you go. This one is a little bit complicated.
Okay. Parent to parent. So this is a parent because she has 2 daughters. So hence being a parent. All right. She says, am I wrong for not letting my daughters wear makeup? They're 17 and 15 years old, these 2 girls. Hi, everyone. My daughters... Hold on. Can you hold him? I'll trade you. He keeps wanting to eat the mic. No, you finished. Go here.
Oh, dear.
What will we do in this made-up competition of finishing tea before the other?
I will win.
Okay.
I don't know what the score is, but I'm pretty sure we are...
Well, I won the last 2 ones, so...
Okay, never mind. I was going to say we're tied, but...
Speaking of rabbit holes... Okay.
Holes?
Okay, am I in the wrong for not letting my daughters wear makeup? 17 and 15 years old. Hi, everyone. My daughters keep buying makeup without my permission, and when they were at their cousin's house, I searched their rooms and found makeup hidden, and I also found vapes in both of their rooms. Okay, so there's more than one issue going on here right off the bat. I have confiscated their cell phones, and they won't be getting them back this year. Me and their father have discussed this with
They
them.
also have cell phones.
Another issue. And they are very upset that I took their cell phones. Okay.
Fair.
And they keep begging me to wear makeup, but I'm not budging. As long as they are under my roof, they will not be having cell phones, any harmful substances, or makeup. Am I in the wrong here?
I think
Okay.
technically, no, you're not in the wrong.
You are their
But
parents,
your
and they are
approach
not
may
adults
not
yet.
be the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you've missed some of the foundational things in
Yeah.
raising them to this point.
Well, and first of all, okay, so a couple things. You say that you don't want them to have cell phones, and yet they have cell phones to be taken away. How did that come in?
Yeah, when did that happen? Just surprise.
Because like
school.
cell phones, I don't think are something that kids can just go and buy. Don't you have to be like a yes and no?
So they had. Here's my theory. They had given the cell phones,
Mm-hmm.
correct? Get that good family bundle from Verizon or AT&T,
Sure.
okay? And then the kids
Not
have
sponsored.
these cell phones. And the parents are like, oh, this is a great gift that we gave to our kids who are doing so well. And then they find all this stuff going on. And they're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Let's take those back.
Yeah. Well, and the
Because
whole
I had my first cell phone when I was like 12 or 13, I think.
and honestly, this is just my opinion. I don't think makeup is a make or break sort of a thing. Like,
Be not something to remove all of their privileges.
yeah, like as far as the things that you're wanting to take away from them, makeup is like the least of
Yeah.
their
Let's
issues.
start with the vapes.
Yeah,
Get rid
vapes
of
definitely need to
those.
go.
Yep.
That's
those
not
gotta go
okay.
down.
But it's like, couldn't you compromise with your girls and be like, here, you can.
Here's some lip gloss. Let's start with that.
Yeah, and like, okay. So the other thing is that they're buying makeup without permission.
Right.
Where
He's attacking.
if it's with their own money, I don't feel like that should be a problem. Like, it's not like if they're like taking money from you to buy makeup that you have told them not to buy, that's something completely different. But if they're using their own money, their own, what is it when parents pay their kids for chores?
Allowance.
Allowance. Yeah, I never had that growing up. If they're using their own allowance that they've earned to go out and buy makeup with their own money, I don't feel like that's an issue.
Yeah.
And 15 and 17 years old is like
Some pretty formative years.
formative years. They're going to be heavily, heavily peer pressured by their friends to wear makeup, probably, I'm guessing.
Their cell phones and
to use their cell phones and vape. This is all peer pressure stuff. Very prevalent in public schooling, which
probably.
I'm going to guess their kids were probably public schooled.
Yeah.
They're just
So,
a different kind of problem.
you know, moral of the story, never trust a cousin.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Nothing else.
Well, okay, what I would say is
Parents.
You should find a way to compromise with your girls. Be like, figure out where the lines are, draw the lines, don't let them cross them, of course. But it's like, if they're buying makeup with their own money, I think that should not be an issue.
I don't know.
Well, the problem is they don't really go into why. Why is makeup such a big deal that she's against it?
Also, if that has been a house rule for their entire life and the kids had known that before,
Right.
then it makes sense that it would be a problem if it's...
But I feel like for 15-year-olds and 17-year-olds, makeup should no longer be an issue. Like, maybe if an 8-year-old and 9-year-old were trying to do makeup, that's
under
one
your
thing.
roof, it is your rules.
And they
Whether
are
or
not
they're
adults, so...
Even if they are adults, I mean, it's your house, your rules. You paid for it for the last 30 years.
Yeah. It does make a little bit of a difference, though, with them not being adults. That makes...
Right.
And, like, at least for the 17-year-old, you can be like, hey, you've only got a year left. You can wait. You can hold out, wait. You know? Because, again, I wish she went into why more. Because, like, obviously...
Better.
Vapes and cell phones are very harmful. Vapes are harmful. Cell phones can be harmful. Makeup is not harmful. So I don't really see why that is an issue.
If it was tested on animals, then it's very harmful.
Okay.
Think of the poor rabbits that are wearing mascara.
I know, the poor rabbits. Anyways, I guess that's my take on it. Is like, I wish she would have gone into more detail, but in my opinion, if it was my daughter's, makeup would be the least of my concern. I would have cracked down on the whole vaping thing and probably taken away cell phones or given a different kind of punishment for that.
Right.
And if they prove to be responsible in listening to me about the whole vaping thing, then I would give them the privilege back again in like a month or two or whatever. But yeah. Okay. Do you want to do the next one? That
was the last one.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
that was fast.
A good shorter episode this week. Last week took way too long for me to edit, and as you know from the video,
and we're tired because we went to the zoo yesterday.
We're still working on figuring out how to do this setup. I think this week we have a pretty good, solid setup.
Yeah. As I keep looking at the computer instead of the phone.
Hopefully. Well, I don't know if I've made eye contact with it at all because there's a light right there that really hurts my eyes.
Look at the phone, not the light, darling.
I'm sorry. It just
don't go into the light.
Yeah.
Hi, Edward.
I think this is a good one.
He wants to eat the microphone.
Short-ish, sweet-ish. Some tea spilled.
Yeah.
Good podcast.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yep.
We might do a part 2, depending on how much everybody enjoys this. But I enjoy giving unsolicited parent advice.
Yeah. Parenting for so long, it's good to reach out to the newbie.
But we could always do like relationship advice or marriage advice
or
anything like
give
that.
People advice. I don't like talking to people.
Well, we're not talking to.
Thanks for listening to Tea with the Beavers,
where we have
podcast where we have drunketh our tea.
We have it not spilt it
today. Goodbye.